Hey everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Today we're going to be doing a Canadian style Muntons premium 40 pint beer kit, and I've already did Hefeweizen Saturday, and then I did some Pinot Grigio for my wife yesterday, got that started. Now I got this going, so I'm going to have 3 fermentations going at once. So let's go ahead and get this going, and I'll show you how I do it. First thing you want to do is you want to have some star sand, and you have your fermentor. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pour a bit of the star sand in here. Okay, and in there, we are going to put things that will fit, except things that are sharp. At the moment, I don't have that. So at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and put the top on. This is a new fermenter, so it's going to be a pain getting this thing off. I've already washed it, rinsed it, this time sanitizing. All my utensils have been washed already, and all I have to do is sanitize them. Had them washed since last night, so they're pretty clean. Alright, so let the star sand sit in there. 3-piece airlock. Got that. Put these over here for now. We'll go over those in a minute. And in here I have a spoon. I have a wine thief so I can take a gravity reading into my hydrometer. And then I also have a pair of scissors in here. And the only thing I don't have that I'm going to get when I shut the camera off is the can opener, and that's going to be sanitized as well. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and throw this all in there. The beer itself, the extract itself, the lid comes off. You got your instructions. I've already done this a few times. You have your yeast packet. I use it. Their yeast is actually pretty good. The best by date is January 2017. Today is June 17th, Wednesday, June 17th. And I know after doing this a few times, you want to take the paper off the can, if you can. So I'm going to go ahead and shut you off. I got to go get the can opener, get this off, and get this soaking in some hot tap water that I have in this guy right here, and get this baby softened up because it's like molasses. Be right back. Okay, so we're going to go down the line here and show you what we got. Okay, so I got the extract soaking in some the hottest tap water you can get. It doesn't have to be too hot, so just enough to get it from the state of molasses to something that'll actually pour. And then over here I have all the stuff, sanitizing, spoon, everything. I've already wiped everything down once. I'll wipe them as we go. Put your packet of yeast in there. There's my can opener. I got the hydrometer in there, and then additional things I'm going to be putting in here. I'm going to actually do a small boil. I have some Columbus I had left over. I'm going to go ahead and use it, even though it's a higher alpha acid. It's 15.2. I do like more bitter than most people, so I'll try that. And then I have a pound of light dry malt extract, DME, and then corn sugar. This is a pound. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole thing in there. So what happens with this is the malt adds gives a better head on the beer, and along with the corn sugar will pop up the ABV a bit. So got those things, and then you can't make homebrew without a homebrew. So I'm still drinking my American IPA that I made 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it is delish. It's not too strong, it's not too bitter. I mean, I don't like real hot bombs, so this actually worked out good. So right now, we're going to turn our attention to the boil, so we'll get turned around here and get going on that so we can get this stuff ready to go and get this partial extract going. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so I have try that again. I have a well-ventilated garage, and I have no flammables around. Now I have no flammables around. And I'm going to get the flame-o going-o. There we go. In the pot, I have just over a gallon of water. Let me show you. Okay, just over a gallon of water. And this will not take long at all to get up to temperature, so I will go ahead and put my hops in a hop bag. I'm going to be dumping the whole thing in the fermenter anyway, but I just keep it in a hot bag. Okay, so at this point I got the water. It's around 130. I don't want it boiling when I'm adding the dry malt extract or the corn sugar, so I'm going to go ahead and shut the flame off, because you don't want to scorch your malt, your dry malt. So I'm grabbing the dry malt extract and cut open the bag. Grab my spoon, and I'm gonna go ahead and stir this in. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Usually I get it all over the walls of the pot. Yeah, you want to have the heat off when you do this, because if it goes to the bottom and it scorches, it's not cool. Back in there. Okay. Get it off the bag. Get as much as you can. Stuff's not cheap when you buy it. Alright, and then I'm gonna go get the corn sugar, put that in there. It's actually cheaper than buying the beer in the store. And this should dissolve pretty quick. I feel like a warlock. Boiling bubble, boiling trouble. Yeah. Alright. So I hope everybody's having a really good Homebrew Wednesday. This is my first one. I actually did another one, but I don't know if I'll post it or not. If I do, I'll probably do it for a different Homebrew Wednesday. But I'm new at this, you know, doing the Homebrew Wednesday thing. I've been watching everybody's from SJ Pour to Thrifty Brewer. I think he's hilarious. Craig Tube, of course. Joe. God, there's so many of you guys out there. If I'm forgetting you, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm just a man. Okay, so now I still got the dry malt extract on there on my spoon, so I'll eventually get that off, but let me get the flame going again. And get this up to a boil. Okay. Turn the gas on, turn the timer up. Gotta hold it for a minute. Alright, so now we'll be back when I get to the hot break. Alright, we got about 20 to 30 more degrees to go on this. So the bottom of the pot's starting to get warm. You just want to stir this every once in a while to make sure that nothing gets a burn taste in it, I guess. This doesn't take long to do. I do extracts in between my all grain brewing most times because you want to have beer, and I don't like buying from the freaking store, even though I'm here in the States. I'm in Denver, and here if I was to go to like go get some good craft beer, it would cost me in between $10 and $12 I know Craig is probably laughing his ass off right now, but in between $10 and $12 for a 6-pack. I was stationed in Germany back in the 80s, and I remember tasting the Hofbraus and the Weissens and the Hefeweissens and the Aventinas and all that happy stuff. Let me tell you something. When I came back, there were no craft brew people like there are now. We're at just above 190. There was no craft brew, and for those that I've talked to who did it back then, they had a hard time getting good ingredients too. So we are getting close, but I always craved those tastes when I was a soldier in the army. You know, I spent 2 years over at Flak-Kaserne in Ludwigsburg, which is near Stuttgart. So I was in Bavaria. So, you know, we went to Oktoberfest and we did all that, and the beer was just out of this world awesome. And being back stateside, you couldn't get those. All the rest of the other beers tasted like piss water to me. So it's like we're coming up on the hot break, so let me turn it down a little bit here. Yeah. I like doing these small batches in here because you can control the foam in this turkey fryer that I use to boil in. I gotta turn the heat down a bit more. Okay. Just gotta break the bubbles. Gotta be careful. And you guys are all used to this. Just a little bit. We want to incorporate this protein. It's got a lot of dry malt extract and sugars in. I mean, the ratio to the water is pretty high, so it's going to take a few minutes to get this incorporated. What made me want to do a Homebrew Wednesday is I enjoyed this. I mean, I hear everybody talk about it all the time, about not wanting to spend the high dollar amount, even though I know in Canada it's much, much, much higher. Looks like it's almost past this. But, you know, dealing with the spending all your damn money at the freaking liquor store when you can, after you get all your equipment, just basic equipment is all you have to get, and you're spending less than $1 a bottle on stuff that's better than in the store. So you've all heard the story before. Alright, I'm going to grab the hops. I'm going to throw them in here. I'm only going to let this go for a few minutes. That smells awesome. Oh, I love Columbus hops. Never had it with the Canadian Blonde, so who knows, it might taste like shit. Oh well, it's my beer to drink, right? It's my recipe. I spend about, for the 40 pint kit, it was $20. The DME was, so a pound of DME was $6, and then the corn sugar is $1.50 a pound. So the hops, Columbus goes for about $2.60. Most of the hops that I get are around $3. Columbus is a bit cheaper. I love Columbus hops. If I could just fill this up with Columbus hops, I'd be happy. So, just let that go for a minute. I'm gonna go get a sip of some brew. And I'll go ahead and see you guys here in a minute. Okay, so I let this go for about 5 minutes. Shut it off. Disconnecting the gas right now. And let me go ahead and pan this out. Hold on. So we're just gonna let that sit for a minute. Might be for a little bit more than a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the top on it. The best part about making beer is all of it. All of it! Either be an extract or all grain. Just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Alright, hopefully I can do it without burning myself here. I'm going to take this off the burner. Let her sit. Alright, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to let it cool off. Okay, so here's what I do. Okay, lid off. I'm going to put the spoon over here for a minute. And I'm going to pour the wort along with the hop bag into, place to put that, into here. So let me do it this way. Better sometimes to handle the handles aren't large enough for my fingers. So, and I have crap too. So that went in there. Dun, 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 dun. Now, cover that up. So sticky mess dries up. Now I'm going to take the can of extract and put it in the water. Or not the water. Duh. Star sand. One end. And I'm really a geek when it comes to making sure nothing gets on. You can't see right now. Taking the extract out of the sanitizer and with the can opener, I'm opening the baby up now. So pour, I got it cleaned. I'm going to set him off to the side. On a big towel. Another big towel. Okay, I'm going to cover this. And get the top off water. So next time you see me, this is going to be downstairs because I'm not going to top it all the way off because I have to haul this down the stairway. And I've almost dumped one before, and I take precautions now, so I'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back all. Oh, God. Got everything hauled downstairs. And I have the brew. I gotta check the temperature. I don't have a strip thermometer for this fermenter. So let me get this guy mixed up. Looking good. Now, right now the thumping you're hearing is the wine I made last night. Yeah, let me sanitize this. And I want to only have one of those tubes. I need to get another one, a blow-off tube. Not used to doing 3 at a time. Because yes, I've had a blow-off. The Hefeweizen. Okay, so this guy's gonna have to cool down. He's above 90 degrees. I'm gonna pitch. I want to pitch him when he's. It usually stays around 70 degrees, 70 to 72 degrees here. So this guy's not pitchable at this time. Not pitchable. So I'm going to have to film it later. So at this time I'm going to go ahead and put the top on and put an airlock on so nothing can get in there. bud-wise. And we'll take the reading later too, so stay tuned later. Oh, what's up all? It is humid here in Denver. Oh, like I said, that Canadian Blonde is not quite ready to go. He's at over 90 degrees, so I'm gonna have to let him cool off. I'll probably pitch that guy probably tomorrow morning. He should be cool enough. I'll go ahead and take a temperature. If not, we'll just let her set. As long as you keep it covered, keep things sanitized, and you keep your blow-off tube on there. I always put blow-off tubes because I'm not going through the mess I did before. So anyway, things going on. I think you all know I've been posting a lot of videos on YouTube, and it's due to just a brewing frenzy, just having a blast. I finally did my first Hefeweizen. I hope this thing turns out wonderful. It's gotta use a lime at the end of the boil. You take the skin of the lime, grate it up, put it in there, and then you add the simply limeade to it, and that's been going. Fermentation slowing down on it, so probably, if not tomorrow, I'll probably take a gravity reading, and then on Friday I'm going to take another one and see if it's ready to go. If that's the case, I'll be bottling either Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on what's going on. I usually hang with the grandkids on the weekend. Actually, it's going to be Father's Day weekend, so Saturday I can't do it because the wife is taking me to go horse racing. Her and I are pretty big on horse racing. My wife, myself, and my oldest son. I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but hopefully Sean shows up. That'd be cool. Anyway, I know that the Homebrew Wednesday, SJ Pour is the starter of this, is what I hear, and it's a place where all of us that do this hobby, or this life I should say, have a blast doing it and doing vlogs on this stuff. It's awesome. Vlogs are awesome. So hopefully you'll see me more on here as long as time permits. Right now I'm renovating the downstairs. You're in my office right now. It's kind of a studio. I have my music equipment in here. I have my TV. I got all my Army stuff up for my 10 years in the military, and I have a lot of stuff from Germany that I put on the wall. I'm a big music freak. Played in many bands. A lot of them are hard rock bands. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see some videos there when I played with Never Surrender. I had shorter hair then. We were playing everything from Pink to Billy Idol to ZZ Top to just everything that you see at weddings and parties. And we played the dive bars and played some big stuff. Stanley Hotel, played Caraba's headquarters. I'm not trying to blow my head up, but I'm trying to let you guys know who I am and where I'm coming from. And I'm glad to be a part of this homebrew thing that's going on. I know it's just leaps and bounds. Here in Denver, or actually Colorado, I saw a number. There are an average of 12 new microbrews opening up yearly here in Colorado. So that's a big plus. And people are coming to Colorado on their vacations to do nothing but go to the microbrews, to tour the microbrews. So that's pretty cool. So I don't want to blow my wad all at once here, but you know, I just wanted to do a Homebrew Wednesday where I did a brew. So you guys don't think I'm a virgin, which I'm not. Good stuff. You know, and hopefully down the road, you know, I'll be swapping beers with you all and hanging out online and just having a blast. I hung out with Craig once or twice, watched his thing. You got too many people, man. I guess you don't. I guess you never have enough subscribers, but what a blast. Sitting there watching you have to multitask all of this and answer questions and deal with dork heads online. Who knows? Not looking for popularity. I'm just looking for friends that do the same thing. That's what we do. I have my army friends, I have my work friends, you know, I got my hobby friends and homebrew friends. Cheers, y'all. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Rock on!